Hi, it's Nicola at Forever Young Autobiographies and welcome. Today I have a case study for you. It's students interviewing special seniors for the Our Priceless Past Lift Out and Expo. And stay with me because I have a gift for you today if you're looking to interview a loved one and write a life story for them. And if you haven't come across me before, bit of an introduction. This is the place where we learn to write life stories for family and friends so that unique memories can live on. I'd love for you to follow, subscribe and like the show. Now this is a really interesting case study. It's basically taking feature stories to the next level, and I talked about these in an earlier video. But in Gladstone, in central Queensland, Australia, there has been for 21 years an ongoing project where students have been interviewing the seniors of their community. And this is on show at the moment until next month. Now it involves the help of not only the Gladstone Regional Art Gallery and local schools, but there's the local newspaper, the Gladstone Observer, and they have a sponsor, which was this year, was Live Better Community Services. Now I caught up recently with Gladstone Regional Council's Paddick, who helps organise the whole thing, and she had some really great insights into doing this if you're thinking of doing something yourself in your community. So I'm just going to pick out some highlights of our conversation and hopefully we can learn from them. Now, first of all, a little bit of background. This whole Our Priceless Past started 21 years ago, 1999, when it was the International Year of Older Persons. And they started out with students from lots of schools interviewing seniors. And this has been refined over the years. So it usually now involves sort of one school at a time and then a select group of seniors who are nominated each year. Now, the first step in this process is that they get ready for the interviews. The students are given a bit of preparation from their teachers, also from the gallery, and journalists and photojournalists from the paper come in and actually give them some pointers, some tips. And also, when they get to the writing stage, there's a history researcher who comes in and gives them some more ideas. So that the students are really supported from the get-go. And sometimes they write up 500 words per special senior, and then that's sent back to them for accuracy checks. But 99% of what the kids or the students come up with is what is the finished product. Now, while this is happening or after this has taken place, the gallery is setting the seeds of what memorabilia are we going to put on display. And so they usually talk with the seniors about things that are mentioned in their stories that are then going to be put on display. So, for example, this year there was a retired watchmaker, and he thought, well, great, I put my whole workshop on display in the museum or in the gallery. And this was just wonderful, Di tells me. Really, really interesting, a great talking point. But also the gallery selects one sort of key historical picture, I suppose, from their past, and that's often put in really big, like one big photo per display next to the story. So that comes out and it's displayed. It did start off in sort of the museum room, and now it's taken over the town hall gallery. So in itself, which has its own historical characters, which is very fitting. So that's basically the really brief overview of the process. But the things that come out of it, the feedback of what's so special is that, when they launch the expo, you get the current special seniors and then all, say, the 21 years of special seniors and their friends and family all come along, plus others, and it becomes like a real reunion, a real sort of atmosphere is happening in this town. And the souvenir lift out that is produced is really like a collector's item. People snavel that up every year. It's really treasured. So there's so much going on, so much goodwill and good spirits happening around this project. And of course, as people go through the gallery, through the exhibition, they're sparking ideas of other people to nominate for next year's special seniors, or they might want to nominate themselves. So it never really ends. There's this constant nomination and interview and expo of stories, year in and year out. Now, Di said there was some challenges, some positives and some negatives to come out if you're thinking of starting this yourself. She said when the students sit down before the interviews, they're often a little bit hesitant, a little bit nervous, and they need some encouragement. And this is the same too with the seniors taking part. They sometimes need some gentle encouragement. But once they go through the process, there's this feeling of real satisfaction and sense of achievement. They've climbed this mountain, so to speak. So great satisfaction. And of course, another sort of, aside but really important thing to come out of this is that there's this information exchange between the generations. So that's just wonderful. Now, to finish up, Di said there's some key points to keep in mind if you're going to do this for your own town or own region. And that is to make sure you join forces. Make it a joint community project and involve people who are really clear or have a good grasp of the actual place, the region, and of the different people in the region, and who have shaped or have an understanding of how the region is shaped. If you get these stories all happening, it really makes for an excellent expo. So just to recap, that's a little bit about Our Priceless Past, which is turning 21 years and is on show in the Gladstone Regional Art Gallery and Museum. So just really good food for thought if you're looking for unique ways to unite not only life writing, but this is like community history as well. So I hope you've got some ideas about that. If you'd like to know more or links to all the people I've mentioned here, head over to my website, foreveryoungautobiographies.com/Our Priceless Past. So there'll be all of that over there. Leave me a comment. Are you thinking of doing something similar? Or have you heard of something like this happening around you? I'd love to hear about it. Now, I have a free gift if you've made it this far in the video. It's the Your Family Stories System free sections, and it's the system that I used to help write my grandmother's story for her. And she's 99 now, nearly 100. So if she can do it, we can do it together. I'm sure you can too. So I've got some free sections there for you to check out. Head to the website, sign up. It's completely free, and that will get you on your way. Now, I'll be back again really soon with a new topic, so please follow, subscribe and like the show. And until then, happy writing.